Hi, this is Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, and today I'm going to show you how to sew a ruffle duvet cover. For this project, you will need two coordinating fabrics. From the main piece, cut one piece 46 inches by 89 inches. From the coordinating fabric, cut two pieces 10 inches by 89 inches, two pieces 5 inches by 134 inches, one piece 4 inches by 130 inches, and 10 pieces 1.5 inches by 12 inches. In addition to the fabric you are cutting from the main and coordinating fabrics, you will also need one queen size sheet that we will use for the back of the duvet cover. Next, you're going to make your ruffles. So take your two 5-inch by 134 inch pieces and hem the long edge. Do this by pressing over a 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch. After the long edge of your ruffles are all pressed over, it's time to go ahead and sew. Next, on the other side of the hem, we are going to put in a long gathering stitch. To do this, turn your machine's tension as high as it can go, and then adjust the stitch length to as long as it can go. This will cause the ruffles to automatically gather as they are going through the machine for the gathering stitch. On a long ruffle like this, I like to stop and start a new gathering stitch several times so that I don't risk breaking the strings. After your ruffles are all hemmed and gathered, lay them down between the main 89 inch by 46 inch piece and the two smaller 10 inch by 89 inch pieces from the coordinating fabric. Sandwich the ruffle between the main piece and the side pieces, like I've done here. Adjust and gather the ruffles as needed and pin all the way down until they match up with the 89 inch length from the main and coordinating pieces. Next, sew the ruffle between the main and coordinating pieces, being sure to catch all 3 layers. After the ruffles are all sewn in, I like to turn them over and do a little top stitch to keep them laying flat and facing the outside. Next, lay your queen size sheet that will be used for the back out on the floor, making sure it is straight and flat. Also, take the top hem that is already in place and face it under toward the floor. Take your now completed duvet top and lay it out right sides together on top of the sheet, making sure to line up the top of the duvet with the top of the folded under hem of the sheet. Trim the excess sheet all the way around. This next step is totally optional, but take 2 ribbons, or you can use sewn pieces of bias tape like I did and pin them in all 4 corners of the duvet. This will allow you to tie in your comforter whenever you put it inside the duvet so that it won't move around. Pin the front to the back 3/4 of the way around, avoiding the top because that will be the opening for the comforter. For those optional ties I was talking about earlier, make sure to put them under the folded sheet in the top corners. Sew the back to the front all the way around except for the top, making sure to catch all those ties in the corners if you decided to go ahead and add them. Next, I serged all the way around to finish the seams. If you don't have a serger, you can go ahead and use a zigzag stitch. It's finally time to turn the duvet cover right side out. There's only one thing left to do, and that is finish off the top. So pull out your tin 1.5 inch by 12 inch pieces, and we're going to use these to make the ties to enclose the top of the duvet cover. Press the raw edges inward and then fold them in half with your iron and sew all the way around the 12 ties. If you want an easier option than making these from scratch, you could also use a package of double fold bias tape and just sew around the outsides of those, and those would make great ties also. Next, you're going to make the casing to go around the top. So from your coordinating fabric, take your 4 inch by 130 inch piece and press both raw edges inward like I'm doing here. Then go ahead and fold it in half and press it in half, hiding the raw edges inside. Pin the casing all the way around the unfinished duvet cover top. Next, take your 10 ties and find the middle of the duvet cover top. Mine was at 32 inches, and go ahead and pin in a tie on the front and the back of the duvet cover. Next, I pinned my ties 11 inches over from this, and then another 11 inches over again from the outside edge. So basically, around every 11 inches, I had a tie. Just make sure to pin them so that they match the tie on the opposite side and that they're evenly spaced. Sew the casing all the way around the top, making sure to catch all 10 of your ties. When you get to the end of the casing, fold it under to hide the raw edge inside.